Hi guys, back on the DLR Roadster. As I had mentioned before, kind of a problem with the steering, interfering with the shock. I've probably got an 1/8 of an inch clearance here. I came up with another idea because I found that I had these old hot rod shock mounts. I thought maybe I could attach these to the bottom of the axle, bring the shock down to there, which would give me the clearance I need up here. Now I've got to come up with a mount to attach these to the axle. What I decided to do, I already cut a couple of plates which can sit on top of can sit right on top of the axle. This shock mount could be on the underneath side, and we got just enough room to put 4 bolts up through this plate. Bolt that onto the axle. So we're going to get to drilling some holes in these plates, coming up with the hardware we need, and see if we can make this fit. Okay. Now we will center punch each one of these marks. Drill these 4 holes out. I like to keep that cutting oil in there, saves the drill bits. Okay, there's one plate, all drilled, cleaned up. We're going to test fit it down on the axle. Alright, I've got the mount all attached. It looks like it's going to work. I only had 2 long enough bolts. I'm going to have to go purchase 4 new ones for each side. That's 8 new bolts. But the shock that I was using, the black one, is too short because this comes quite a ways down now. So I had to pull out these old white shocks that I had, and I'm going to have to paint them black or some other color. But it looks like they are going to work. That mount is going to work. And get this all set up and go on to the next project. Oh, there's the old black shock that doesn't fit anymore. And I might add, this takes care of my steering clearance. Plenty of room for the steering to move back and forth. Well, I went and purchased all the hardware that I think I need for these shock brackets. And now I find out that the holes need to be a little farther out. So I'm going to enlarge in these holes just a little bit and see if the bolts line up. I'm going to use this larger bit, but I found out it is kind of dull. It doesn't want to cut well. So it looks like we got to get out the old drill doctor and sharpen this bit. Boy, you gotta love this drill doctor. It does a great job of sharpening the bits. Let's try to cut this hole. So I got all these bolts in place. Now I'm going to tighten them up and add the shock. That shock mounted all up real good. I've got nice clearance for the steering, and I'm going to do a little bounce check. Keep an eye on that shock. I think that's going to work out well. Now to drill out the holes for this other side, get it mounted, get the shock in place, and we'll move on to the next project.